I work at the University of Cambridge as a careers consultant, and I've interview coached over 800 people to help them land offers at the UN, to Harvard, Nike, and more, and that's after a 10-year career in investment banking myself. So if you've ever wanted to know exactly how to optimally prepare for interviews, you're in exactly the right place, my friend. I'm Raj. Let's dive in. The first part of optimal interview preparation is fully understanding the organisation you'll be interviewing at. Now, I'm talking about a deep dive, and it's critical because all subsequent parts of interview preparation are going to rest on this foundation. You need to know what matters to that organisation, how they measure success, how they shape up against their competitors, even the language they use. Let's see how this works for an example role. This business analyst position at the British Museum. A good organisational deep dive that forms the basis of our preparation would consist of 3 steps. First, understand what matters to them, perhaps through strategy documents and accounts. A Google search helps me find the relevant documents. Reading these will give you a sense of where the organisation is headed, what initiatives they're excited about, where they're spending and getting money from. It essentially tells me what's motivating them, which will help me articulate why I want to work there. You can take this up a notch by copy-pasting these reports into a word cloud generator to see if they like using particular phrases that you might then be able to leak into your interview answers. And be sure to catch any talks they've given on YouTube or webinars, and definitely check if they've made the news lately. Second, read the equivalent documents from their top 2 competitors for a sense of perspective and how they differ. And third, check out what their employees are saying about the work fair on Glassdoor. I love doing this because you can reflect back any positivity you're seeing in those comments back into your interview answers. Once you've done those 3 things, summarize the info into a SWOT, or strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threat diagram. Once your deep dive is complete, it's time for stage 2, building an interview matrix. This is a 2-column table that shows expected interview questions in column A, while column B is populated with the points we want to deliver our answers around. The top 3 cells in column A will be, in A1, tell me about yourself / walk me through your CV / experience, cell A2, why are you interested in the position, and cell A3, why are you interested in working here, e.g. the organisation. Now, these top 3 will always be the same, and if you're wondering why I've grouped 3 things into that cell A1, it's because the answers to those questions are broadly the same. Now, cells 4 to 7 contain competency interview questions, directly referencing the top 4 competencies or skills listed from the job description. So from the museum business analyst role, this would be organisation skills, analytical and communication skills, and I know further down they've got teamwork. And I'd arrange these into the typical competency question format, e.g. tell me about a time when you demonstrated analytical skills, for example. Then in cell 8, it's what do you think you'll find easy and what most difficult about the role? I really like preparing for this question because you can use the answer to adapt and apply to different kinds of interview questions. So what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How would you like to develop? How can we support you? You get the picture. Then cell 9 is where do you see yourself in 3 years' time? And finally, do you have any questions for us? The questions in column A, those ones you're predicting, pretty much represent 80% of anything you're likely to be asked at interview. Now, in column B, I would think of the best 2 or 3 points I want to hit for my optimized answers to those questions as bullet points only. So say for tell me about yourself, I'd refer back to the job description, map in those top 3 ranked skills into cell B1, and then attach the best examples I can think of, like this. Now, this is great for 2 reasons. Number 1, you're taking that hard thinking away from the interview itself, and so in the calm of your own room or your office, you're able to figure out the best way of structuring that answer. And secondly, you've created the structure around which you're going to verbalize your optimized answer. You'll notice I'm not writing out entire sentences and definitely not paragraphs in column B, and that's because each time I do verbalize around those bullet points, I want my answers to be a little bit different. So I'm maintaining a kind of mental fluidity and agility that helps keep my answers sounding fresh. The competency style questions in rows 4 to 7 need a slightly modified approach. Since you'll be talking only about one example in your answers, you're going to use those 2 or 3 bullet points to list sub-attributes of the skill you're being asked for. So maybe asking open questions, adapting language to suit an audience, and simplifying your language to ensure better understanding. And this keeps your mind focused on what you did, which is terrific, because in that classic STAR structure for answering answering competency style interview questions where it's situation, task, action, result, it's the action bit of this structure that holds around 80% of the marks. Focusing on those 3 sub-attributes helps keep your answer focused on that high scoring area. So next up is the verbalization stage. It's no good leaving your ideal optimized answer on paper. You have to get used to the words coming out of your mouth. And you're going to be using that structure in column B to verbalize around. An example. So for tell me about yourself, you might say, sure, I'd love to tell you about myself. There are many things I'd love to share, but I'd like to focus on 3 particular attributes. The first is my organizational ability, followed by an example, and you're away. You're just following the structure you've already set out in column B. And you're going to do this maybe between 4 and 6 times until those answers and those bullet points stick in your mind. Now, the first few times you verbalize this out loud, you just want to be sitting at your desk looking at column B. Once you've got comfortable with that, I'd recommend standing up in front of a mirror and saying these answers out loud. You're learning to dance with your answers, to be fully present with them and to be fluid so that you can adapt them to exactly what you're being asked. Now, the last stage is to prepare for questions you haven't yet prepared for. Here's how. Open up a browser tab and type in World's Top 50 Interview Questions. Don't be tempted to click on any URL just yet. Open up another tab and set a Google random number generator from 1 to 50. Hit go, and whatever number comes up, open up one of the original links and make yourself answer that correspondingly numbered question, whatever it might be. Now, the first, second, third time you do this, it's not going to go well. The 4th, 5th, 6th time, you're going to start to notice you're implementing your own structure and thinking style around answering these unexpected questions. This is great. Pay attention to what those structures are. And by the 7th, 8th, 9th time you try it, I suspect you might actually start to enjoy it. You'll feel like there's no question they can ask you that can touch you. You're going to feel like $1 million. And that's exactly the kind of vibe you want to walk into that interview with. The truth is that most interviews are won and lost long before the interview itself. So if you can optimize your preparation in this way, you're putting yourself in great shape to fully show the quality that you are capable of. Now, please know this is the first of a 6-part series on mastering interview skills. I'm going to be focusing next on 5 things you definitely should not be doing in interviews, 5 things you should, how to beat interview nerves, even how to use AI to help you prepare for interviews. So definitely subscribe and activate notifications if you want to be alerted as soon as those get released. Let me know of your comments and your questions down below. I love responding to them. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. I'll catch you next time.